Hi, I'm Allison McNamara, and for today's designer DIY on Popsugar Girls Guide, we are creating a floral clutch from scratch. Let's get started. Here is what you'll need: 1 yard of fabric, 1 yard of black felt, Velcro, a tape measure, scissors, a hot glue gun and glue sticks, and clear nail polish. So the first thing we're going to do is create our lining out of the black felt. I prefer black just because it feels more finished, but you can use any color that you want. We're going to cut our lining 28 inches long and 16 inches tall. Lay your tape measure on top of your felt and measure out 28 inches and then cut that, and then we're going to make it 16 inches in height. So now it's time to cut out our real fabric, and what you're going to do is use your lining as a guide, put it on top of your fabric, and then just cut around. The next step is to glue our felt lining and our fabric together. Make sure that the pretty side is facing downward on the table. That way, when it's all glued and done, it is facing outward. And we're going to glue 3 sides together, leaving one side, the top side, open. So the next thing we're going to do is create a nice finished seam by folding our edges down 1/2 inch and gluing them the entire way around. So do one final check before we move on to make sure that everything is glued down on all 4 sides. Once it's perfect, we're going to actually create our clutch now. So what you're going to do is take one side and fold it over like so, and then take the top flap and fold it down on top of that. Now the goal is to have the top flap and the bottom flap about 1 inch apart here. So once you're happy with your clutch and how it's folding, we're going to glue down the 2 sides to create our seam. Again, with our trusty glue gun. Look at our beautiful clutch. It's almost done. So the next thing we're doing is adding our nail polish around the trim right here that you see, the exposed lining. And the reason why, it depends what fabric you use, but my fabric pulls and shreds really easily, so this will prevent that from happening. If you're using a cotton fabric though, you probably won't need to do this step. So the last and final step is to apply our Velcro closure. I just have 2 pieces of sticky Velcro, and the way I do it is close them together like so, peel off one side, attach it to the top side first, peel it off, and then I stick it over onto the other side. So there we go, both sides, we've got our Velcro. We've now made our very own oversized clutch at home from scratch. We only used fabric, felt, and a hot glue gun. It is so easy to make, and the best part about this is that the options for your fabric are endless. You can use whatever you want. I hope you guys enjoyed today's DIY, and make sure to keep coming back here to Popsugar Girls Guide for our next designer DIY.